The Bluetooth device.
Hello, everyone. We want to welcome everyone to this program. This is CSISS Global Conference 2025. It is our pleasure to welcome everyone here. We thank Almighty God for this particular moment. This is the second edition of Conference of Center for School Innovation and Strategic Study. It is time for us to start this conference, and we believe that it will be exciting by the grace of God. So on this note, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome everyone to this program. I want to welcome everyone to this program, all the teachers, welcomes to these programs, innovators, students, representatives, all our invited guests, our esteemed guest honors, all our international delegates. We welcome all of you to this program. It is important to let you know that this program is being streamed live in all the social media. And it's also important to let you know that we have, as at now, we have delegates from 15 countries around the world, because we are determined to bring this to tap for what is going on globally on these programs. Also, it is important for you to know that a certificate of attendance will be issued at the end of this program. A Google link form will be shared, and you are expected to fill the form the way you want your certificate appeared on this, the way you want your certificate appeared. So to join me anchoring this program is our dear Dr. Carissa Dada from Benson Idahosa University. Before then, my name is Dr. Rotimi Akonde. So it is my pleasure to welcome, to join me in anchoring this program, Dr. Carissa Dada.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rotimi Akonde. A very warm welcome to all of you joining us for this exciting and future-focused event. I'm honored to be your co-anchor for this amazing conference. Whether you're an educator, a student, a researcher, or a lifelong learner, we are thrilled to have you here. And I'm looking forward to a great session with all of you. Thank you once again.
Okay, like we said, that this program is everywhere. Everywhere you can join these programs. Tell those who have not yet connected that the program is on and that we are into it today. And someone asked me, what exactly are we doing in a Center for School Innovation and Strategic Study? The Center for School Innovation and Strategic Study is a pioneering organization that is determined to transform education, to bring innovation into teaching and learning ecosystem. Okay, so I'm drawing from the word of a philosopher who said that digital technology can empower education, but only if educators are empowered. Dr. Carissa, what do you see to this?
Yeah, I very much agree with you. Today is all about sharing knowledge, new ideas, and connecting minds across disciplines. So it is really true, according to our team, bridging education, innovation, and AI opportunities, empowering learners and educators for a future-ready world. That is what digital education is all about, to prepare us for a future-ready world. So it couldn't be more timely or couldn't be more apt or even more important.
So we welcome all our innovators across the world. We welcome all our participants, the professors in our midst in no particular order. We welcome all the government representatives among us. We welcome all the lecturers, students, and even the school administrators that are among us. All you are welcome to this program.
Thank you, sir.
to continue with this program, we would like to invite Acting Director of Center for School Innovation and Strategic Study to tell us more about this program and the program event. But before then, Dr. Wise is preparing. Dr. Carissa, can you give us an overview of how this program is going to be?
Thank you very much once more, Dr. Rotimi Akonde. Program today. We will have a brief introduction to the theme and structure of the conference, setting expectations for the participants. And of course, we'll welcome the Acting Director, Center for School Innovation and Strategic Studies, who will be giving us the opening remark.
Thank you. While we are expecting him to take over the stage, it is good for us to note that we have four panelists in our midst who will share inspiration, share ideas, and give us a remarkable experience. Okay, these are those who have conquered the world, I tell you, in their own word. And it is also our pleasure to let you know that our special guest of honor is our most respected professor, Professor Olawamiwa Adeniyi, our esteemed Vice Chancellor of Westland University, is also in our midst. We are happy to have you, sir, and every other special guest of honor we have.
Thank you so much. Very warm welcome to our highly esteemed Professor Olawamiwa Adeniyi, Vice Chancellor, Westland University, Iwo, Osun State, Nigeria. You are welcome, sir. We'll be taking some goodwill messages from our international delegates. So I would like Dr. Rotimi Akonde, can you help us with some international delegates that will be giving us their goodwill messages?
Yes, I think when it is time for them, as it is now, we have 15 nations delegates that are present. So we'll be calling them to give us a goodwill message while we are expecting the acting directors to share the slide, or if possible, unmute yourself and give us information about CSISS as we proceed with this program. Ms. Josephine, we are waiting for you.
While we are waiting for the acting director for his welcome address, I want to let you know once again that we have an incredible lineup of speakers and sessions ahead. Personally, I just can't wait to receive all the learning, the inspiration, and the transformation that will occur here today. So I'd like you to sit back or sit in and get ready for a day full of insights and innovation. So let's get started.
Now, thank you. Before to declare this program open, to give us a word of, to charge us and declare this program open, Carissa, see, it is a warm pleasure once more for me to have in our midst our distinguished professors and Vice Chancellor of Westland Universities, who will give us a charge and declare this program open. Our dear Professor Olawamiwa Adeniyi, it is our pleasure, sir, to welcome you to this conference, and we want to hear from you, and we'll be happy you declare this conference open. Sir, Prof, sir. So it's right here and is preparing to. Prof, sir, you can go ahead if you are ready. Okay, while we are expecting our distinguished professors to give us an opening chat, is right here and is preparing, okay, while we are expecting him any moment from now to give us an open chat, it is also important for us to note once again that registration for this program is very, very important because it is through this program that through your registration, we get your details that will help us to get across to you. It is through your information that we which write your certificate and all the necessary information. So if you are here, make sure you register and a Google form will be shared. So, and we expect that you registered yourself from this for this particular event so that we can have your detail. It is also important for, sir?
Have you unmuted me?
Yes, Prof, sir. Yes,
okay.
Sorry, you are welcome, sir. Thank you, Prof.
Okay. I hope the conference is now ready for me.
Yes, we are ready for you, Prof.
All right. Well, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, I'm Professor Olawamiwa Ruben Adeni, the Vice Chancellor of Westland University, Iwo. I'm happy to be here, and I wish to give the following charges. I begin. Our conference theme is Bridging Education, Innovation, and AI Opportunities, empowering learners and educators for a future-ready world. And my charge will focus on the importance of embracing technology, continuous training, and retraining in education. Good morning, distinguished educators, colleagues, and friends. I welcome you all to this global conference, most especially the conference coordinators, Dr. Udo-Imeh and the Madam that is also anchoring the program with him. And I welcome also the panel of discussants, Dr. Olumide Odeyemi from Australia, Dr. Felix Olakunlehin from Nigeria, Rosemary Udo-Imeh from United Kingdom, Ezeoke from Cambodia. To the other participants in this conference, I welcome you all. It is truly a great honor to stand before you today at this pivotal gathering, where we come together not just to talk about change, but to lead it. Sorry. Not just to talk about the change, but to be at the forefront of the change. Sorry, there's a mix-up somewhere. Today, we recognize that education is not simply about passing on knowledge. It is about preparing all of us, and most especially our students, for a future that is constantly evolving, shaped by innovation, by discovery, and most of all, by technology. As Alvin Toffler wisely said, The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those who cannot read and write, but those who cannot learn, who cannot unlearn, and who cannot relearn. Education happens to be a lifelong endeavor. In this era of rapid digital transformation, embracing technology, training, and retraining is not merely an enhancement, it is a fundamental necessity. It is the bridge that connects the classrooms of today to the opportunities of tomorrow. As educators, we should be the catalysts. We are the ones who can either fuel the spark of curiosity and creativity or allow it to dim in a world that demands more agility and innovation than ever before. Every new tool we learn, every platform we master, every digital method we integrate into our teaching, these are not just skills. They are seeds we plant in the minds of our younger generations. They are investments in their future. We have once been reminded by Nelson Mandela that education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. When we commit to ongoing learning, we send a powerful message that learning never stops, that growth is a lifelong journey, and that adaptability is a true strength. Technology, when embraced fully, does more than enhance our teaching, transforms it. According to George Curious, who captured it perfectly, when he said, technology will never replace great teachers, but technology in the hands of great teachers can be transformational. It creates opportunities for inclusion, for personalized learning, for reaching every student, no matter their background or abilities. It opens doors for critical thinking, collaboration, creativity, and global citizenship skills that are no longer optional but essential. Yet, embracing technology is not without its challenges. It demands that we step out of our comfort zones, that we adapt, and we sometimes learn alongside our students. According to John Dewey, who said once, if we teach today's students as we taught yesterday's, we are robbing them of tomorrow. It is in this spirit of courage and innovation that we find our greatest strength. It is here that the future of education is shaped, not in staying still, but in moving forward boldly together. Let us encourage one another, support one another, and challenge ourselves to keep learning. Let us be educators who do not fear change, but who lead it with open minds and bold hearts. As Steve Jobs reminded us, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. Today, let us choose to be the leaders our students deserve. Leaders who embrace new tools, new ways, and new possibilities. Together, by embracing technology, training, and retraining, we can build an educational system that is more dynamic, more inclusive, more equitable, and more inspiring than ever before. The future is in our hands. Let us rise to meet it with courage, with passion, and with unwavering belief in the power of education to change lives. Technology is no longer a luxury or a supplementary tool. It is a fundamental part of every life. Nowhere is this more evident than in education. The integration of technology into learning process has revolutionized how students acquire knowledge and how educators deliver it. However, merely having access to technological tools is not enough. The true benefits of technology in education can only be realized through consistent training and retraining. Embracing this ongoing process is crucial for students, teachers, and educational technology. Technology training helps bridge educational inequalities. When both teachers and students are equally trained, technology becomes a powerful equalizer, offering personalized learning experiences and resources that adapt to diverse needs. Without such training, however, technology can widen the gap between those who can leverage it effectively and those who cannot. The training programs help ensure that no student or teacher is left behind, creating a more inclusive and equitable educational environment. Furthermore, embracing ongoing training encourages a culture of innovation within educational institutions. Schools and universities that prioritize professional development signal to their communities that they are forward-thinking and committed to excellence. This culture attracts talented educators and motivates students, fostering environments where creativity and experimentation thrive. As education systems globally face complex challenges, from adapting to remote learning and to preparing students for jobs that do not yet exist, an openness to training becomes not just advantageous but essential. Finally, technology is not static. It evolves continuously. Artificial intelligence, machine learning, virtual reality, and blockchain technologies are already reshaping industries. The educational sector must not lag behind. Regular training ensures that educators and students are prepared not only for today's tools, but also for tomorrow's innovations. By embracing retraining, the education sector stays dynamic, resilient, and capable of shaping the future rather than merely reacting to it. In conclusion, the importance of embracing technology, training, and retraining in education cannot be overstated. It empowers teachers, equips students, bridges inequalities, fosters innovation, and prepares the entire educational ecosystem for a rapidly changing world. As technology continues to redefine what is possible, those who commit to continuous learning will lead the way forward. Investing in technology training is, in essence, investing in a brighter, more adaptable future for all. Together, let us just teach about the future. Let us not just teach about the future. Let us build it together. The future is not waiting, and neither will we. Let's lead it. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you. On this note, sir, I wish to declare the CSISS Global Conference. Yes. On this note, I wish to declare the conference, Global Conference 2025 open. And I welcome our panel of discussants. And I wish all of us happy and fruitful deliberations, hoping that the outcome will bring positive changes to our educational pursuits. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you,
thank you.
Thank you, our esteemed professor. Thank you very much,
sir.
Yes.
Thank you for this great honor.
Thank
you very much,
Thank
Prof.
you, sir.
We are grateful. Thank you for the opening. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
Lisa, I hope you can hear a powerful message for our dear guests.
Thank you, sir.
What can you say?
Very, very insightful and inspiring. Thank you so much, highly esteemed Vice Chancellor Olawamiwa Adeniyi, Professor Olawamiwa Adeniyi. Thank you so much for your amazing opening speech. I learned something. He said, learning never stops. Growth is a lifelong journey. I take that with me today. And he talked about technology in the hands of a great teacher or great teachers can be transformational. And of course, we all need to adopt global technological skills for a future-ready world.
Thank
And I
you.
also,
Thank
thank you
you,
so much.
Clarissa. Do you know the definition of a new poor teacher? A poor teacher now is the teacher that cannot use technology to teach. A
I
poor
agree with
school
you.
is a school that doesn't use technology. So
I agree
it is
very much with you.
very important now that everybody will have to take this, and those are the things we are going to, our panelists are going to explain to us, and they are going to share more light on us, how we can achieve this and how we can get this through. So we have, like we said, we have 15 delegates from international delegates, but because of our time, we might not be able to call them. But if you are here, you can maybe raise your electronic hand to give us 1 minute goodwill message. David from Japan, Chisom from UK, Oris from Liberia. So if you are here, just unmute yourself, 1 minute goodwill message from United Kingdom. Please unmute yourself.
Hello. Good morning, everybody. My name is Chisom Innocentia Obunanko from here in United Kingdom.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be part of this program. It's a very nice institution. Yeah, very innovative and creative, you know. So I actually commend the facilitators for this wonderful program that we all need in our different job functions in order to maintain our competencies in our different job functions. Yeah, so I and my friends and groups here, we are so happy to be part of this team, and we are willing to join and partake in this wonderful institution very actively. Yeah.
Thank you, thank you,
So
thank you.
I'm supporting this program with the sum of 100,000 naira.
Oh, thank you, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. Thank you, thank you. You are so, thank you, you're welcome. Any other, who else again are here?
It's an honor to extend warm greetings to the Center for School Innovation and Strategic Studies. On this significant occasion, I am Joseph Enahore Droma, Oris from Liberia. And thank you, Dr. Rosemary, for the opportunity. The team, Bridging Education, Innovation, and AI Opportunities, is both timely and thought-provoking. As we gather to explore the intersection of education and technology, I am confident that this conference will foster meaningful discussions, collaborations, and insights that will shape the future of learning. I wish CISS and all participants a productive and enriching experience. May this platform inspire innovation, spark creativity, and pave the way for a bright future in education. Thank you very much, sir. You're all welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Joseph from Liberia. So I hope all of you are key in there. Who else again? Is anyone there?
Hello.
Okay, who's online? Go ahead.
Yeah, David. Okay, good morning, everyone. So my name is David Udo-Imeh, and I'm reaching you all the way from this other side of the world, from Tokyo, Japan. Okay, so it's a big privilege to be invited to this program, because I feel this is like, it's no longer news that the future, right, is AI, is technology. So I feel this is like a very prompt message to everyone to key into that, because that's where the world is heading to. Like every other sector apart from education has started to already make like big, how do I say, big innovations and improvement towards AI. So it's just left to us to also key in and improve ourselves. So yeah, I'm really glad for this kind of program, and I hope we would all learn a lot and be able to implement all that we learned today. All right, thank you very much, Dr. Akone, for inviting me. And thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you all the way from Japan. I hope all of you are keying into our program. We are ready to imbibe the international standard. All what we want is that we want to take advantage of this technology, use it the way other countries, other nations are doing it, and ensure that we design the program and courses that suit international organizations anywhere around the world. Who else again? Do you also have any goodwill message from those outside the country? Anyone again? Okay, as they are coming in, if possible, we can still give you 1 or 2 minutes to do that. So thank you, Carissa. How do you see this? CSIS Global Conference 2025. Everywhere, we are ready to take this message across board. What do you see?
Yes, I'm so thrilled, and I believe that we are also thrilled too, to have people joining us from all around the world. It's amazing.
Thank you. Go ahead.
Okay, we are moving into the next session. I believe that our panel discussion and discussants are ready.
Now, before they come on board, so we like if the acting can give us programs of CSIS and tell us much about CSIS. Mrs. Josephine, are you here?
Yes, I'm here.
So that is
Thank you.
Please, we want to hear the details program of CSIS and as we prepare for the panelists.
Okay. Good morning, everyone.
Please, before you move on, we are aware that for those who cannot join the Zoom, because we have been receiving messages of those who cannot join the Zoom now, you can join our Facebook Live at CSISS CSISS, and those on YouTube, those on Instagram, we are all there live, even on YouTube. In case you cannot join us, you can join us in those channels. So please go ahead, Ms. Josephine. Please go ahead.
Okay. Director's opening speech. Center for School Innovation and Strategic Studies, CSISS Global Conference 2025. Theme: Bridging Education, Innovation, and AI Opportunities. Empowering learners and educators for a future-ready world. Good morning once again. Distinguished guests, esteemed panelists, special guests of honor, delegates from 15 countries, professors and lecturers, school administrators, students, teachers, researchers, innovators, and all the participants here present, ladies and gentlemen. It is with immense pleasure and gratitude that I welcome you all to the 2025 Global Conference organized by the Center for School Innovation and Strategic Studies, CSISS. Today, we converge across borders and time zones because we share a common goal: to reimagine education through innovation, technology, research, and global engagement. Our vision at CSISS. At CSISS, we believe that education must evolve, not tomorrow, not someday, but now. Our vision is clear and compelling: to empower educators, researchers, and school administrators to build innovative, future-ready educational ecosystems through strategic training, research excellence, and technology integration. We are driven by the conviction that training, retraining, innovation, and strategic thinking are no longer optional. They are the very foundation for survival and success in today's world. Overview of today's program. 1. Opening ceremony. We are honored to have with us our special guest of honor, Professor Olawamiwa Adeniyi, Vice Chancellor, Westland University, Iwo, Osun State, Nigeria. Professor Adeniyi has delivered a 10-minute charge, emphasizing the urgent need for all of us to embrace technology, continuous training and retraining, and innovation-driven education. Following his charge, he has officially declared the CSISS Global Conference 2025 open. Panel discussion. Our carefully selected panelists from across the globe will engage in a dynamic discussion, exploring critical questions around how technology and artificial intelligence are transforming education, the new skills required for educators and researchers, strategies for integrating AI into curriculum, school leadership, and research, ethical concerns in AI use, global funding and collaboration opportunities for educational innovation. Audience interaction. Attendees will participate through an engaging Q&A section, sharing ideas, asking questions, and learning directly from our experts. Closing section. Our section will conclude with final insights from our panelists and an inspiring call to action. CSISS professional development opportunities. Beyond today's event, CSISS is committed to helping you move from inspiration to transformation. We invite you to take advantage of our professional certificate and diploma courses and programs designed to equip you for leadership in the 21st century educational landscape. Our professional programs and courses include certificate in fundamental digital education for teachers, diploma in advanced digital education for teachers, certificate in essential digital education for students, certificate in artificial intelligence integration in teaching, diploma in artificial intelligence integration in teaching, certificate in artificial intelligence in school administration, certificate in learner-centered and differentiated instructional techniques, certificate in building emotional intelligence and resilience in students, certificate in special education and inclusive practice, certificate in cyber security and safety education for children, certificate in security and safety education for school children, certificate in security and safety education, certificate in bookpreneurship education, certificate in online tutoring and homeschooling, certificate in marketing and affiliate education, certificate in blogging and content creation, then data analysis. Our programs are tailored for educators at all levels: school administrators, researchers, students at all levels, policymakers, and education entrepreneurs. Each course is flexible and built to fit into your busy professional life. Registration will be open from June 2025, that's June this year. Visit our website. Use this opportunity to position yourself for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of education belongs to those who are bold enough to innovate, wise enough to adapt, and committed enough to lead. CSI is here to journey with you. Together, we will not only prepare for the future, we will shape it. I urge you to engage fully today, network widely, and most importantly, take decisive steps to build your future through CSISS training and certification programs. Welcome once again to the CSISS Global Conference 2025. Let's innovate, let's inspire, and let's impact. Thank you, and God bless you all.
Thank you for such a wonderful speech. From what you have said, the CSIS is offering several programs. Okay, according to the acting director, the program will be open for registration from June 1st. I cannot even, Carissa, I cannot wait to register myself for all these programs. I will take, to me, I'm ready to take advantage of all these programs. So we have diploma courses, we have certificate courses, short courses that you can undertake within 6 weeks, and get certified. So it is, to me, it is a new shift in education, and it is a great privilege for everyone. So we advise everyone from June 1st. So just check the programs of CSIS and look at the one you can take. You can take one, then you can, for me, I'm going to take more than one because I want to improve myself on artificial intelligence, on a learner-centered and differentiated instruction, and so on. So this opportunity is one of its kind. Carissa, are you there?
Yes, I am.
So what do you think about this program of CSIS?
They are amazing. They are structured to help us navigate technological transformation in this 21st century. I'm excited about it. And just like you said, I also want to participate. I want to also, enroll for some of the courses. And so we are inviting everyone here to take advantage of our professional certificate and diploma courses program. They are all designed for leadership in the 21st century educational landscape. Thank you.
There is no excuse that I cannot do this. There is no any reason for you to justify what you don't know, especially if you are the school administrators. We have program for you. There is a program for you, especially safety education, special education, digital education. In fact, I could see one program here that I cannot wait, certificate in group entrepreneurship. Wonderful. It means that after taking that program, you can go ahead and write textbooks. Anyway, the big time is here. It is time to do justice. The time we have been waiting for is here. Carissa, I'm excited to hear from all our panelists right now. This is the time we have been waiting for. This is the time to do justice with the theme of the conference. And I cannot wait to hear from the panelists. Carissa, what can you say about this?
Neither can I. The panelists here today, they are formidable. These are seasoned educators. So we can't really wait to hear from them. Like I said, I'm poised for learning today, for all the inspiration, and then the transformation that will occur here is something to shout about afterwards.
When I read some of their credentials, I was scared, okay? When I heard one of them who have taken part in over 300 research grants across the globe, and we have even among us those who have been named to be one among the 5 best scientists around the world. I cannot wait to hear from them how they go about this thing. So it is, I think it's time to introduce them to this panel. While we are preparing to introduce them, it is very important as they are discussing all these issues, then we want to encourage you, if you have questions, you may not be able to ask them questions directly, but you can send your question on the chat box, but definitely along the line, there will be a time for question and answer. Even me, I have questions to ask, so I cannot wait to ask them a question. What do you think, Carissa?
Yes, I think so too. So let's get started.
So I don't know if you have their reasoning, if there is need, if the time will permit us to read much about them, if time will really permit us to read more about them. So what can you say about them?
Okay. Like you said about one of them, who happens to be Dr. Olumide Odeyemi. This personality is from Australia, and when eventually you hear him talk today, you will know that he's a larger-than-life personality. Then we have Dr. Felix Olakunlehin from Nigeria, who is also a seasoned educationist. Rosemary Udo-Imeh from the United Kingdom is also going to be talking to us today. And we have Isaac Chooks Ezeoke from Cambodia. So the globe is covered, well represented. We want to hear from them what happens in their own countries in terms of technology and today's transformation in the educational system.
Now,
Over
so
to you.
along the line, we will share their brief for you to know the kind of people we have among us. Okay.
Yes.
So Rosemary is one of the successful educators in United Kingdom, and he has built a larger global schools using artificial intelligence. Is that not amazing? So we want to hear from such amazing woman and how he's dealing with the world. While we are preparing them to come on stage, okay, it is important for all of us to know, okay, that in the fourth, we have 3 industrial revolutions that has taken place in the history of the world, Carissa. You know, in 1718, between 17th and 18th century, that was when we have industrial revolution, the first industrial revolution, where mechanization through water and steam power take over the world. In this particular period of revolution, industrialization takes over the world, but Africa was left out. Africa was left out in the first industrial revolution. And in the second industrial revolution took place from 19th century, okay, where electricity, transportation, and industries took place. So the developed world, they took advantage of that, and in that period, African was left out. And the third industrial revolution, where that just passed, the third industrial revolution took place from 1990 to 2000s, and towards the end of 2000 and above. That third industrial revolution was when computer, internet took over the world. But the like of Bill Gates and the developed nation, they took advantage of that, and African nations were left out. So we heard the first story, we could not do anything, Africa was left out. We heard the second story of industrial revolution, Africa was left out, our father heard the story. So this, the third industrial revolution, we were born in the third industrial revolution, we were part of it, but we were left out. But now the world is moving to fourth, we are already in fourth industrial revolution, where we are now journeying into fourth industrial revolution. But we don't want to be left out, and that is the reason why we are doing this. Okay, this is the era where artificial intelligence, robot and robotic technology is taking over the world now. The learning space has been interrupted, has been erupted. Ladies and gentlemen, we cannot afford to be left out in this fourth industrial revolution. I cannot share the story of fourth industrial revolution to my children without partake in it. And that is why we take our time to invite all these erudites who has conquered their own world using technology and different innovation to share with us. So we have the privilege of asking them questions, ask them live questions, any question that is bothering us, and how we as African, Nigerian, can take advantage of this. You as a student, you have the opportunity to ask them, how can you take advantage of this? You are school owners, directors of schools, administrators of schools. You can ask from these people, how you can hear from them and also learn from them how you can take advantage of this technology in the fourth industrial revolution. I met one man who came from the United States, and he was telling how his company has used AI to generate $3,000, $3 million within a space of 1 year or 2 years. And I told him, only what we use artificial intelligence to do here is to test, is to chat. Okay, but we want to do more than that. How can we maximize this? So it's on this note, we welcome all our the panel of discussers. Please, we want you to identify yourself on the round table. So Dr. Odeyemi, you are here. We'll be happy to receive your message. Dr. Olakunlehin and Rosemary and Isaac Choose. Please, can you identify yourself? Can you raise your electronic hand while we discuss over all this? All right, so you can see our great panelists. We are excited to have you here, sir. It is a great pleasure to have you here. Dr. Odeyemi, please, can you give us a remark generally? What can you tell us? Please, we are eager to hear from you.
All right, Dr. Akade, thanks very much for inviting me to this conference. It's just a pleasure to be in your midst, and it's always my delight to be in the midst of fellow Nigerians or Africans, to just tell them a little about what I'm doing. And yeah, so I think it's going to be a good opportunity for us to learn together, to see what is going on out there and how we can harness various opportunities together and make Africa and Nigeria in particular to be better than what it used to be. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Felix. Yes, I will salute you, sir.
Thank you very much for inviting me to be part of this conversation, which is part of this exciting online conference. I think you are already on an innovative path with having a fully online conference, and I'm always excited to be part of innovative activities. I'm hoping to learn from the other discussants and also share some of the little insights I have on the issues to be raised. Thank you.
Thank you. Isaac from Cambodia. Can you share, you've been a good tech man. Can you give us an open remark?
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Akande. I will say that I am so honored to be part of this roundtable discussion. I just hope to learn more. In fact, I'm really here to learn because we have different people from different geographical locations coming here today to give us their insight. So I believe I'm going to learn a lot. Thank you so much.
All right, Miss Rosemary. I don't know, Rosemary has said he'll be joined by 12 o'clock. So any moment from now, when you are in, please go ahead and identify yourself. If you are here, you can identify yourself. We wait for you. We cannot wait to hear from you, female among us. So Carissa, so you can open the floor. They are here. Here are these giant men. here before you. You have
Okay. Should I talk about
now while you are where you are organizing whatever you are doing, Dr. Odeyemi, please tell us at this stage, in the first place, where do we miss it as Africa? How come we are behind when we are talking about education? How come our forefathers, they were behind? Okay, our next generation, they were behind. And even in this present generation, we are not yet there. What is the problem? What do you think? What is the issue?
Well, thank you very much, Dr. Akande. I think that is a very deep question. If we are talking of where have we missed it, it's quite a long journey to look through what has gone wrong. And obviously, if we want to sit on that, we may not, progress as such. But what I will emphasize on is the opportunities that are available for us now. How are we actually utilizing them? Because if we don't utilize them, then it's going to be another history of wasted opportunity. And if we are going to utilize them, one of the ways of utilizing available opportunities, our own readiness for change, our own readiness to be innovative. Because one of the challenges personally I've noticed is that sometimes people are not ready for a change. And as human beings, most time we resist change that can actually help us to progress. So acceptability of change and looking at change from a positive perspective, not just about innovation alone, not just about AI or artificial intelligence or about, but generally our reception towards change is very, very important. And it's very important that we are open-minded. Without open-mindedness, there's no way we can forge ahead. We have to think beyond the current moment. We tend to look towards the future. What is the future going to look like? And we start preparing. One thing about we Africa is we are so much engrossed and engulfed with this mentality of fire brigade method of doing things. We don't prepare ahead of time. And it's really not too good if we want to forge ahead as a continent. And, it's very important we prepare ahead of time. Currently, we have the AI in place and so on. I'll prepare our institutions. In fact, I doubt if institutions have policies on ground on how AI is being used by students at this very moment. No policy as such, no, I'm not saying every institution, but I think majority of institutions are yet to put policy in place. For example, when the issue of AI was in vogue, in my own university, I was privileged to be, contacted, and I was told then that we have to come up with policy on how students will use AI for their learning and so on and so forth. So we came up with a policy that yes, AI is good, ChatGPT can be used, but then what are the policies that will help us as Africans to forge ahead? I happen to be teaching some master students from Nigeria, and I gave them an assignment to do. I asked them to write an essay. I teach research methodology. I'm a microbiologist by training. So I asked them to write an assignment, and they submitted the assignment to me. And obviously, citing the assignment alone, I knew that this was actually written by ChatGPT. And permit me to use this word in Yoruba language. And I said, you can't, you wanted to cheat me, because ChatGPT, I see it as a cheating tool. In that case, it's not utilized properly. It's not that you can use all these tools. I use them virtually every day. But then how do you make use of them? is very important. So having the right tool, having the right technique, and having the right technology in place will help us to forge ahead. But that will not happen if we are not intentional, if we are not receptive, if we are not ready to accept change. If we just want to keep doing things the same way we've been doing them before, obviously we can't move beyond where we are. We must be ready to embrace change. We must be ready to accept new concepts and to prepare for them, to prepare and accept new concepts, new innovative ideas, and not just live by the old ways of doing things. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. You said we must be ready. We must be ready. Isaac, please tell us from your own end, how are the technology and AI, tell us how is it evolving now? What are they doing with it in other countries? Is it similar to how we are utilizing it? Can you give us perspective from your side?
Yeah, thank you so much. Here in Cambodia, where I have been a tutor, computer science tutor for over 8 years, I am privileged to also find out or observe that part of the things I need to teach my students is the AI, how to leverage on it to do their work, or even to make something out of it. For example, here, what I want to stand on what Dr. Olumide said here about the change. What I see in this country is that they are ever ready to follow change, ever ready at all times. Once something comes up new, you see them, they will just key in immediately and start making use of it. So immediately this AI came up, all the schools started keying into it. And the fact that Cambodia education sector is an open environment, it allows for multi-curricular, so different schools choose whatever curricula they want to use. So that made that competition to be there. And then people are always like, when they see something new and they see the curriculum that has already adopted that new thing, they just switch over to that curriculum because they want to just follow what is trending in the world. So I see that my students here have no problem using AI because it is part of their learning, and they have learned how to use it. And I've also learned how to use it to even do the other things that is not even in education, like in terms of content creation. I had our Ebu VC mentioning about blogging and content creation, and I told myself, yeah, this is it. You see here, they use AI to generate photos, videos, even manipulate voices and use different voices, to make content. And they post it on the social media. And you see a student who is in a secondary school is already making a lot of money because of what he or she has learned. So I am saying that it is a very good thing that I have learned here. And I hope that my dear country, Nigeria, and Africa in particular, will be able to adopt this kind of changes and ever be ready to key in with whatever that is in vogue and follow the rest of the world so that we can be on the same page. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Dr. Felix, in how are we in Nigeria? What is the perspective? How are we taking, what is the length of technology usage as far as the education system is concerned?
Well, thank you very much. I do think that it is not all doom and gloom. The technology adoption in Nigeria has gone beyond what it was a decade ago. Even about 5-6 years ago during the COVID-19, it has gone beyond what it was at that time. It is not yet up to the desired scale, evidently. However, it is improving on a daily basis. I have children in school, and they are required to come to school with technology tools, laptops and all whatnot. We know that this wasn't the case just about 10-15 years ago. It wasn't the case. And of course, while I was in high school, it wasn't the case. So things are improving in terms of how are people using technology. However, it is not up to the scale that is desired. One area in which I also think that technology use is growing is in the area of teacher training, teacher development, because I have always said that you cannot infuse the practice or the engagement with technology in students if teachers themselves do not embrace it, because they can't give what they don't have, you see. And this has not yet hit the expected level in our country. There's a consciousness of it, but it has to move from the theory to practice. You see, right now, the dominant aspect of it is on the theoretical aspect, the knowledge, but it has to go from the tell to show and do. That's in terms of technology adoption generally. If we're looking at the AI and this thing, so, it was said earlier on that in our context, we tend to use AI. And I like what the last speaker said, that now children in the school, in that environment, they utilize different technology resources to create things and even make money on the side. Well, I guess our own curriculum at this site needs rejigging. Rejigging, not to just teach the concepts, but actually to apply the concepts. That's the one area in which I think our curriculum requires a rejigging and improvement, not just in design, but in implementation. As I said, I feel that the teachers, they are the first port of call to make this happen. I hope that addresses it.
Thank you. Before I hand over to Carissa, Dr. Odeyemi, please, in your area, we know that Australia is one of the developed nations in the world. So how come, what in their education system compared to our own, what is the difference? What are they doing right that we are not doing right? So how are they taking advantage of technology? What is the engine? What is the engine factors, okay, for that development in that area? And what can we take from that state?
All right, thanks very much, Dr. Akande. Well, when you talk of Australia, it's an advanced country. What we are using now, I mean, in Africa in particular, they've gone past that. Now, I will give you a typical scenario that has to do with my own son in high school. All his textbooks are completely online. He doesn't have any hard copy textbook as I'm talking to you in all his subjects. Everything is just online. Everything can be accessed through one cloud. So they've already integrated all this into the system, and it's not just now. They've been doing that for a couple of years because of the advancement in technology, because the country as a whole value technology, and the government invests so much in technology, invest so much in research and development, which helps to come out or come up with some innovative ideas that are implementable, not just doing research for doing sake and everything just go down the drain. But here, the research is being done to make life more better for the citizen, for the populace, for the people, and they embrace that. Once the change comes, they embrace it as quick as possible and they make use of it. So if we are going to be like that in Nigeria or any Africa country, then the starting point is investing much in research and innovation, because researchers are the one that can help us to find out what kind of technology is very useful. What are the pros and cons? What are the advantages and disadvantages of this technology? How they can be well harnessed and utilized properly. So without investing in research and development, it's going to be hard for any nation to move forward. Most of the advanced countries, they are countries that invest heavily on research and development, because through that, there will be innovative ideas, innovative solutions to our problems, and then those innovations will be implementable by the government, by the states, by the local council, and so on. In fact, I find it very strange in this environment where even the local council gives grants out for research. If I may challenge every one of us here, I think it's only Lagos State I'm aware of that has a kind of funding for research. There's no other state I can pinpoint that has specific amount of money given to researchers to help carry out research that will solve the problem of the states? Virtually none aside Lagos State. And there's no way Lagos will not be ahead of them because they are doing things that is far beyond what others are doing. So investing heavily in research and development is a key factor, which Australia is very good at that. If you look at the currency we are using in Nigeria, this polymer, what's it called, currency we are using, do you know it's actually developed in Australia? Wi-Fi that you are using, that we are using even currently, do you know that originates from Australia? The same thing with black box in plane originates from Australia, and so on and so forth like that. Some vaccines originated from Australia. Why? Because the nation as a whole advances through research and development. So if we are going to get it right, the starting point is for governments, even industry, to invest into research and development. Of recent, I was just doing a study and I discovered that in Africa as a whole, the number of researchers we have in health sector is just 20 against I think almost 10,000 people. That is very, very low. So if we're going to advance at all, we have to invest heavily in research and development. We have to train people in the aspect of research. We need research workforce, research manpower. And by so doing, that will help us to be at par with other countries. But if we don't do it, we are just going to continue to be developing country that doesn't go anywhere. For how long are we going to be developing? We should be developed by now. Thank you.
Thank you. That is thought-provoking. I hope, Carita, I hope you are noting the point. You need to tell your governor and you need to write to your minister what we are picking out here. So on this, so please let me welcome Rosemary from United Kingdom. Rosemary, we'd like to hear from you. Where are they?
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much. And I want to apologize for being late. I thought today was Labor Day around the world, but I'm still at work. So I had to take time off to come here. So thank you. And I really enjoyed hearing the other speakers and I look forward to contribute.
Now it is your turn. Tell us, I know that was the time you told me one day, you said your whole library was built, was automated by artificial intelligence. Tell me how technology is evolving and why we are still lag behind, and what is the way forward for us right now in Africa?
That's a deep question that has so many layers, but I'm going to approach the question from my own personal experience. Like the last speaker talked about development, there has to be a lot in research and development, but I see that having experience as a teacher in Nigeria, and right now I'm teaching here, and for the past 6 to 7 months, I've taught from primary to secondary to pre-college. I want to start by saying that Nigerians, we are one of the best in the world. I own a school in Nigeria, and when I was there, I was constantly on my teacher's neck, like, you're not doing enough, you should do better. Here, I don't own a school, I work as a teacher. And I have to compare the standard of education here with the standard of education back home. Here, honestly, they have everything they need, but it's working to an advantage and a disadvantage. My mother would tell me that it's only somebody that is hungry that would eat. The children here don't know what hunger is because they have technology at their at their fingertips. And because they do, they take learning for granted. I teach computing here. And I was teaching a year 9 class. Year 9 is like JS3 back home in Nigeria. And I tell you that with the computer lab is equipped to the teeth, but the children do not know the beginning and end of it. And I'm not talking about one school. I'm a cover teacher, so I cover different schools. Now, having said that, I'm not saying that technology is bad. but I'm saying that the Nigerian educational system, with our disjointed system, the teachers are doing really, really well, because I don't know, it's because the children are eager to do a lot. Now, I'm going to take the perspective, you talked about my library, and I'm going to approach it as I am a parent. I have 4 children that I raised in Nigeria, but I am a very, very, I would say, a very inquisitive person. I hunger for knowledge and I'm constantly sorting for it. And because of that, I was so dissatisfied with the school system in Nigeria, because I felt I had children who were gifted and the school system was not allowing them to explore that. And I wanted more for my children. And because of that, I had to go browsing. Where will I get the knowledge? 3 of those, my children are in the university. And how I was able to achieve that was pure AI. I understood what the learning objective, so I decided, what track do I want my children to take? Which colleges or universities would they go to? Do I want them to school in the UK? Do I want them to school in America? I understood, I got their curriculum, understood the learning objective of their curriculum. I compared the different learning objectives. I appreciated it, but I couldn't get the content that I needed. I said, where will I get the textbooks? Where will I get the exercises for them to do this effectively? And I went to AI. I have a library of, if it's geography, if it's history, if it's English, I just tell AI. Sorry. Okay, I just tell AI, I need this content developed. I need to be able to evaluate the effectiveness, and I need to see how exam ready they are. And AI gave me content. This was such a powerful tool, and it still is a powerful tool. You know, a lot of people, now I'm also a student here, I'm studying here, I'm studying educational psychology, and I see the power of AI in the work that I do. The university actually tells us, this is the AI tool to use for this. This is the AI tool to use for that. And there are teachers that fight against AI, but you know, it's a losing battle. It's either we get on board, and if we go back to history, I'm sure teachers fought when the calculators came up. Why are they using calculators? They are now brain dead. What happened is that maths became harder, but the calculators were accepted. It's about time teachers understand that this tool is not replacing the teacher, but making our work better. And I'm a testimony to that. My son lives in Nigeria, but he works for an organization here in the UK. And people ask me, how is he so smart? I'm serious. I trained that boy from primary school all the way to university level using content from AI. And my children took the same standardized exams like every other child did, and they came out with flying colors. So all I can say, where is our way forward now? Our educational system is too disjointed. He spoke of Lagos State. There's Lagos, there's Abuja. There's not one unifying voice. One of the things that the developing countries are doing and are doing better is a unified educational system. The Department for Education in UK is strong. Ofsted is strong. They are doing their work. If we speak as a unified voice and change, because it's about one private school might have it right, another private school might have it right, but it's too disjointed. And even then, the system can be abused. But if we come as a unified team, I don't know if we form a pressure group and go back and say, look, the world is moving forward, because the children we are raising, the marketplace has merged. There's no Nigerian marketplace, there's no UK marketplace, no Australian marketplace. The marketplace has merged. So you're competing with children or people that have been trained in other more structured system. So for us to move forward, I think we need to go back to the grassroots and from the federal level and say, okay, can we review our curriculum? What are the tools that are available? It's just like saying there's a train for you to move from there, but you decide to trek. Our teachers are trekking when they can take a train. They can actually take a flight and get there. And then because I don't know what is happening, but too many diverse children, neurodiversity has become a norm. I don't know the other speakers in the countries they are speaking from, but from what I see, more children after COVID are born with some kind of neurodiversity. They are autistic, they have ADHD, they have one thing or the other. Some of it has not even been diagnosed because there's no name to it. And because of the diversity in the way children learn, one size can never fit all. And AI is there to help us. You can sit down with a child and tell AI, you know what, I have a child in front of me, he's struggling in this area, he's good in this area. This is my learning objective, help me, and it will do it. But the teachers, and one thing with AI, everybody says is AI, but there's a skill to using it. And teachers can be trained, but it has to be from the grassroots. We have to go all the way in and speak as one voice. And when we do speak at one voice and we have curriculum and content that we can train teachers all across board, and then we can stand strong. I was in the school I go to, in the university I go to, I have students that come from all over the world. And they come to me and go, oh, Rosemary, I need help. I don't understand how this is done. You help. And I laugh. I say, how did you get into the university? You can't read or write, and you're in the university. PhD, you're doing a PhD, you can't read or write. These countries, you know what happens? They let them in because they say they come from the first world. But we, to get into those programs, you need to be the best of the best. And the reason they treat us the way they treat us as Nigerians is because we do not have a unified, strong educational system. And it is also happening. A child who was brought up in Nigeria, we were colonized by the British, but they tell a child you have to do IELTS to be able to come into the university. Meanwhile, a child who is coming from Romania doesn't have to do IELTS. It's because we don't have an educational system that's strong across board. It is not strong across board. So I think the solution is going back, forming small pressure groups that will influence or change policy, and then training should be done from the grassroots. But having said all that, the Nigerians with the little tools we have, Rosemary, we're doing such a remarkable work. I'm talking too much.
Thank you, Rosemary. We will get back to you. We know you have a lot to say, so we'll get back to you. Carissa Dada, what do you have to say?
Wow. This panel discussion has been very, very insightful. I can't go over all that have been said by the different panelists, but I would like the others to look into what Rosemary Udo-Imeh, thank you for joining us, and thank you for the insightful and spirited discussion that you just had with us. She made some key statements in her response to the questions that she was asked. Apart from the fact that you said the children over there, they have all that it takes, but they are taking learning for granted. You also mentioned that teachers are fighting against AI. I don't think it's peculiar to Nigeria, all over, maybe with peculiarity to Nigeria, but I think we've had situations where people do assignments and submit abroad, and the assignments are turned down because they said they were AI generated. Then you also said that you speak as a unified voice in Nigeria because our educational system is disjointed, and the marketplace has merged. So there is no Nigerian student, there's no Ghanaian student. One size fits all cannot work. So I would like the other panelists to pick it up from there and maybe tell us whether they agree with what these points that Rosemary has highlighted in her discussion. This is as a way of answering some of those questions that she raised. Looking at where we are going to, in your own opinion, is AI taking over traditional roles? Is it replacing the traditional roles of teachers, researchers, school leaders? Or it will simply redefine these roles? We want to know what strategies you also recommend for integrating AI and digital technology into our school curriculums, our pedagogy, school leadership, and research innovation. The floor is open. Thank you very much.
I will quickly say a few things. I'm running out of time. I need to get some other things done soon. Yeah, so when it comes to the issue of the use of AI, personally, I'm not against it. Like I said, I use it every day. However, there's a need to know the limit of AI use. You can use it to possibly get the explanation of things, but it becomes an ethical issue when a student is using it for their assignment and submitting that assignment verbatim, even for marking. That is cheating. And as a researcher, as a scientist, and as a parent, I will never support that. Like I said earlier on, I give master students, Nigerian master students, assignment to do. Somebody went online, used ChatGPT, just put the topic and generated everything. Of course, I use it every day, so I know when a content is from AI straight away without even reading it. The reason why I got to know was this was a scientific write-up. You had to use references and some other things. And the person submitted the assignment about 3 pages without citing any source. And that is what AI will do. Now, it's possible you ask AI to put citation, but then there is still the touch of human being that is required. You can use it to think of the structure of your essay. You can use it to think of the structure of your top. In fact, you can use it to solve mathematical question. You can get question and put it there, and it will give you a breakdown of how you can solve it. But it becomes a cheating tool when you begin to copy everything verbatim and just dump it to a teacher to mark for you. I will never support that. My son used AI very well for his assignment, and I have to teach him. There's a limit to what you can do with it. This is what is expected of you. You can use it to do brainstorming, but not using AI to write your assignment and submit it. And we say technology is moving. That is not the way the technology is meant to be used. It's meant to be used in an ethical way. How can you say of somebody who is doing doctoral degree program and you are using AI to generate a whole chapter of, if I should get hold of such a person, I will fail that person woefully, because there is no intellectual input in that. You have the brain. AI will even tell you that, check what you have written, because some of them will not be correct. And it's quite obvious that even researchers are doing it. Sometimes somebody publish a paper, and right from that paper, you could see what, a portion of AI that said, I've forgotten this particular sentence, but if you are familiar with the use of ChatGPT and Copilot and Gemini and every other one, you will understand what I'm saying. It was very obvious that this content was copy and paste. So in that situation, personally, as a person, as a parent, as a scientist, as an educator, I will not support students using that, to cheat. Because what is the difference between somebody who prepares answer and bring it to the exam and begin to write it out, and somebody who goes online, just dump the question there, copy it, bring it and submit it? And that is why teachers, lecturers, educators need to also update themselves. Because if you are not up to date, you won't know when your students are actually using it to submit assignments. You won't know. So that's why as teachers, as educators, we need to also upgrade ourselves, acquire the skills good enough. I think the center is having some certificate program. Enroll in it, know the do's and don'ts of all this technology, so that we don't get ourselves into trouble. Here, students are getting into trouble if they use AI in a wrong way. They get into trouble. Some can fail their course and so on. Some can be sent out of the university because they are not using it appropriately. Not that you cannot use it to brainstorm. You can use it. I use it to brainstorm. I use it to structure things. But you now copy and pasting everything, dump it. No, that is not good. It should be used ethically.
No, thank you, sir. I have a question for 4 of you. Very vital question for 4 of you. You can see in Nigeria, all of us are here. We cannot depend on the push. We cannot rely on our government, or we cannot wait till government do certain things for us. We have to move forward. So you can see all the participants here. They are here because they want to get information that will better their lives. I want to start from, because you are the one dropping it, Dr. Odeyemi, before I move to direct. Now, please, if from your profile, you have participated, if I can read very clearly, you have participated in over 250 grants over 250 grants accumulatedly that amount to almost $3 million. Okay, and you have won a lot of grant, award, and etc. Now, how are you doing it? One, and those of us that are here, how can we benefit? How can we take advantage of that? Is there any available education for that? Is there any information we are going to give to every one of us here to take advantage of what is evolving around the world? This world cake, we want to share it. So can you pass those information? How can we go about it? Why Dr. Olakunlehin will support you and Isaac. Please.
Which group is that? WhatsApp group, sorry.
All right, that's a big question. The word cake you want to share in it. If you want to eat from the word cake, then your knife must be very long or your spoon must be long. Now, well, regarding what you've read about my profile, thank God for whatsoever you have read that. Yeah, indeed, I've involved in over 300 research grants, and in total, more than $300 million. How do I go about that? One, it's all about your passion, how passionate one is. So my driving force is passion. Passion drives what I do. I don't just do things for doing sake. I do it because I need to do it. So I've supported different grant applications over the 5 years. Yeah, over the 5 years in my university, and up to this very today, one of the grants I'm currently supporting is over $1 million. So how do I go about it? I said, passion. The passion will be the driving force. It will help you to, do things when others are backing out. When others are tired, your passion keeps you going. When others are fainting, your passion keeps you going. So that is my own personal driving force. Whatsoever I want to do, if I'm not passionate about it, there's no point. But once I'm passionate about it, I go for it, put in my effort. Is it easy? No. But the determination is one of the things that have helped me so far. I'm a night owl. I'm a nocturnal person. I stay late a lot, and that has helped me to achieve quite a lot. While others are sleeping, I'm awake. Currently, the time is 9:40 p.m. in Australia, and I'm still going to work tomorrow morning. And I will still have to do some bit of work again, even after this meeting. So what I'm bringing out is your passion, even your purpose. What do you actually want to use your life to achieve? What impacts do you want to make? All this will make one to move towards the direction of, doing things that ordinarily others will not want to do. And that has helped me personally. So technology is good. I've made use of technology. I'm using technology. However, technology without passion will only lead to confusion. If you're not passionate about it, your passion will make you to know more. Your passion will make you to, try to look for different ways of doing things better. And then the other thing that we had is striving for excellence. You're not in competition with anyone. No, personally, I don't compete, but I strive for excellence. I want to be better than who I am. I want to contribute to the society better than what I've done before. So having that continuous mindset, and then the other one that we had is continuous improvement, continuous learning. So you give yourself to learning, you learn more. You give yourself, to learning. Out of passion will drive your mindset towards continuous learning.
So just like as a rider, is there any particular knowledge, information, site information for anyone here who desire to say, okay, even I have passion, I'm ready to learn, I'm ready to work hard. Then what mentoring, what guide can you give to such person that such person can now say, okay, I want to go in this direction?
Okay, so like I've mentioned it, your purpose, where are you actually going? What do you want to achieve? When you have that clear goal in mind, this is what I want to achieve, then you begin to look for every means positively that can help you achieve your goal. But if you don't have a goal, you don't have a purpose, even if you have passion, but you are not working towards a goal. It's like somebody who is very good at football and it's on the, it's on the pitch and there's no goal post. The person will just be running here and there. The person cannot score. It's only when you have a goal post that you can score. So you may be good at soccer, but if you don't actually have a goal post, you can't score. So having that goal, having that purpose will help drive that passion towards that direction. And you look for things that can help you. It may be mentorship program. For me, I can't really pinpoint one thing or the other, but I think it's just accumulation of things. Like continuous learning is one of the things. I learn a lot. And I'm rounding up my second doctorate degree program, not because I need it to work. I don't need it to work, but because I just like learning. And I embarked on it 3 years ago, and I'm doing that. And with that, it has helped me to discover things that were not possible in my own.
Sorry, sir, on the rider, someone is asking, even though we are going to question and answer session, someone is asking,
Okay.
is there any link? Is there any information for those who may want to seek for such?
Okay. Oh, like I said, I can't pinpoint any link or any, it's just a kind of my own personal passion of ways of doing things. But I do training for people, but at the point I just decided I don't want to be doing training again, because most times is the time difference. I'm living in a country where we're 10 hours ahead of Nigeria. So it's not really conducive for me. Most time I will be awake midnight, and the same people you are trying to train, they are not really serious about it. So I just decided, no, if you are serious about it, then you pay for it. I don't charge people for my training. But at the point, I just decided I have to be charging people. If you're actually serious about it, you want to acquire the skill and knowledge, then you should be able to pay for it. And I think that really helps me. And I know that anyone who wants to acquire skills from me is ready to actually pay for it, because I didn't get it on a platter of gold.
Now, finally on this, is there anything, is there any give back? Is there any give back to, in this regard, is there any give back to those who are perhaps listening to you, that they will take, that this is the give back you are giving to those who are hearing you now?
Okay. All right. So yeah, that could be a give back of, well, maybe one of these days I can organize something that those who are interested. I do training quite all right across Nigeria and globally, but then I only want people who are actually serious and passionate. That passion must be there. Passion must be there. So if I see the number of people who are actually interested, not the money, please. I'm not interested in the money, but I just need people who are passionate, who are ready to give, what it takes to get to where they are going from point A to point B. That's what I need. I just need that passion. So once the passion is there and they are ready for it, then I can organize my time and see what I can give back.
Thank you for that. Dr. Olakunlehin, what is in all this now, what is the way to go? Unmute yourself.
I'll have to say that I agree very much with what Dr. Odeyemi has said about passion, and I think that's a very important ingredient. I would always like to take curiosity and the interest in continuing to learn always, because I consider myself a lifelong learner. And then at all times we encounter challenges, and then we should see everything as a problem-solving opportunity. You see, so how do we utilize all these? I think the cocktail of programs that this center has listed is one of the first ways to start. Anybody that is interested, could enroll for some of these programs that the center has listed on their distance. And I'm in touch with one of the coordinators, Dr. Akonde. I can share some information that can be passed along to participants in terms of if anybody needs online training to develop their skills. There are free ones, but there are also some that you need to pay for. As Dr. Olumide has said, there are some activities that you just need to pay for. I mean, I pay for some trainings because that's the only way you can really better yourself. And it's really a show of commitment in one way or the other. I also like to, and that's all I have to say about that. I also like to respond to an issue that came up earlier when Dr. Carissa asked the question, is AI taking over the role of teachers? I don't think so. I know that it's going to change what teaching is, but I don't think it's going to take over the role of teachers. We like to say this, that AI will not take over jobs, but people who use AI creatively will take over the jobs of those who do not. And I'm also in support of the issue of responsible, safe, and ethical use of AI. I don't believe that people should adapt AI and then regurgitate the products without in an uncritical and unquestioning way. We need to engage with it. As a matter of fact, I use what we call the chicken and egg model. Do you think first and ask AI to refine for you, or do you get the content from AI and ask and then refine the content by yourself? This is something we need to think about, what works for us, because ultimately, if we are too dependent on AI for everything, we can start gradually experiencing what we call mental atrophy. Thank you. That's all I'll say for that.
Thank you. Before I hand over before we open the space for maybe 50 question and answer directly, I will want to ask Mr. Isaac, if you look at the situation in the country now, Mr. Isaac and Ms. Rosemary, you are answering this question, okay? Our skills are getting obsolete now. Political science is no more relevant in our schools. All these, maybe English, all these courses, social science courses, arts, literature, all those things, there are no way to go as this country is concerned. Now, what skill do you think our students should be looking up to now in this fourth industrial revolution? Okay, what are the skills? What are the skill profession or area of discipline that are involving now that we should concentrate on, both the teachers and educators?
Okay, that's an interesting one.
Ms. Rosemary, just give me for some minutes. Let Mr. Isaac start.
Okay, thank you so much for that question. For the skills that the students should be, or the up and coming or younger one should be looking up to right now, has to do with technology, because we are in a technology age. We are in an age where virtually everything we do in this life is based on that. Now, for today's topic, we are talking about leveraging AI in all that we do. You can see that what AI has done. This AI has been here for a very long time, but because of the innovation from ChatGPT, it now became like something that came newly. It's not a new thing, it has been there with us. So that innovation, taking something that has gone obsolete and transforming that thing to become something that should be trendy, is what we should always be focusing on. You understand? So here, as we are here, as I'm here in Cambodia, we have seen how this country has transformed within a very short while that I have been here. When I came into this country, I will tell you that it's like 40% of the students, of the locals that can speak English language, because they have their own local language. But today, here in Cambodia, you have up to 90% of them speaking it. What has changed? The thing is, they have decided to use technology. You will see someone who has not even gone to school, and that person is speaking a fluent English. Why? Because this person gets an app, and then uses this app like translator, like all this text to speech or speech to text apps. Then you speak into it, and that thing translates it to English. and even provide the audio version of it. Now they listen to this audio and try to practice how to speak it. Within 6 months, you will see someone who doesn't speak English speaking English fluently, and then you will be amazed. Another thing I want to say also is that the way my colleagues mentioned here, you know, it is always good to have that passion to achieve whatever thing you have or whatever dream you have. And the system is also another thing that can help us. For example, where I am working, the system keeps you in check. Whatever little thing you are contributing, the system is always checking you, always, to ensure that you are doing that right thing, that you don't deviate. So with that, I believe that most of the things we mentioned here that have gone obsolete are really not obsolete. What we just need is to fine-tune them and make them become a trending thing. You understand? So thank you so much.
All right, thank you, Rosemary. What can we, Rosemary, are you with us? Now,
Yes.
what skill should we look up to now? As a teacher, as a student, should we continue to study psychology? As a teacher now, in Nigerian context now, we want a better life, okay? We want to, as a teacher, we want to live a better life. As an individual, we want to be relevant in society. So it is not enough for us to have degree, to have a master's, okay? But as a teacher, what can we do to make ourselves relevant, to better our lot right now? What can you say?
I want to say quickly that Nigerians are valued all over the world. And the question we ask, why are they looking for Nigeria? I'm in education in the UK. Just by saying I'm a Nigerian teacher, my education qualification in the UK, I didn't gain it here. Immediately I said I schooled, and Dr. Kade, you were my teacher. I have job offers left, right, and center. So, but the difference between me and the other people is that the definition of literacy has changed. Before, an illiterate was someone who could not speak or write English. Now, an illiterate is someone who does not know how to use technology. So a skill set that you need, whether you're studying political science, whether you're studying accounting, is to add it with what the definition of literacy is now. Now, say, what should we learn? It depends on the climate. What is the world looking for? Where are you looking at? You have people from Cambodia in this panel. We have people from Australia and from different parts of the world. In every country and in every region and in every community, they are looking for different things. I believe being able to, as teacher, being able to diversify teaching. I spoke earlier about the neurodivergency in the school community. Children all over the world, research has been done, this is evidence-based that after COVID, more children were born with neurodiverse skills, with neurodiverse way of thinking and learning. As a teacher, you need to be able to adapt. How are these children thinking? We talk about, we've labeled the millennials, you say this is Gen Z, Gen this, Gen Alpha. Every generation has a diverse way of accumulating knowledge. We need to know what will the new classroom look like? Supported by digital skill, you're looking, this is a diverse learner, not one size fits all. So I think the skill you learn is, where am I looking? Am I looking at Australia? What is Australia lacking? And fill yourself with that. You're looking at Cambodia. What is Cambodia looking at? People, the country I live in, a lot of teachers, there's no parent that goes to a public school, and no serious immigrant parent that the child is in a public school that does not have private tutoring. And people are looking at the third world, Nigeria, Ghana to be precise, for tutors. There are tutors in Nigeria who are servicing people here and they are earning money in pounds. Why? But those tutors need to be digitally adapt to be able to do this. You should be able to log into and say, which school is this child coming from? What are they learning? How do I learn this thing quick enough? As a teacher, we are learning all the time. Teachers were constantly developing and learning all the time. And I think that's what we should do. The skill set, look at where you're going to. Literacy means digital intelligence. That is the definition of literacy is in the 21st century. So
thank you. This is question and answer time. We have 10 minutes for question and answer. So if you have question, you can raise up. Although questions have been collated, we are going to send to you even offline after the program. All the questions that required your answer, we are going to send them to you. If you have time, you can still provide us with those questions. We have different platforms. We share the answer. But if you have any question now, we can take like 2 or 5 questions now. So if you have questions for any of our panelists, you can raise up your electronic hand while we can give you the opportunity. Just 1 minute. Question, you can raise up the electronic hand. We give you the opportunity. Glory Dixon.
Okay, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, everyone. This is an eye-opener. Thank you so much, sir Rosemary, for this. God bless you, sir. My question is basically the trainings you are talking about. When will they organize it? Mrs. Rosemary, especially, when will you organize training to help teachers know how to use technologies and teach online? That's my question, sir.
Thank you. Why we keep that one now? Gladys J. Drake. Gladys, unmute yourself.
Okay, sir. My question, I don't know whether it's really a question, but I don't know whether we are aware right now in Nigeria that in the future, we may likely not have enough teachers to teach our children. Because I don't know whether it is the aversive way that our present generation view teachers, and so they are not even taking up courses. They are not reading courses that has to do with education, or the way the government is actually not paying teachers enough salary, or the way the youth sees the lavish way the politicians and other people are living, and actually sees teaching as not a very good profession. So I don't know what the future is going to be for our children when it comes to learning.
Thank you.
I'm not seeing enough teachers in future.
Thank you. We keep that one. Olati Timothy.
Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, everybody, sir. So my question is this, because I've seen, when it comes to research, I've seen AI generating content, and after trying to run plagiarism tests on them, they discovered that most of them were fake and they used to fail some of these tests. Now, when it comes to teaching, how are we going to make use of AI, that AI will not be generating fake content for us, so that at the end of the day, we'll not be giving out fake information to our students? So that's my question.
Thank you. Just the panelists, just look at the one you can help us answer. Matthew Duru. Matthew Duru, unmute yourself. Eileen Olushola.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thanks for the opportunity to, to comment on this. And also, I appreciate the fact that in everything we have listened to today is an eye-opener, and it's going to affect us positively. So my question is simple. I just want to ask if the classes for those outlined courses, is it going to be online or is it one-on-one? What is the cost implication? Is the certificate valid? Can I use it somewhere? So those are the questions I have.
All right.
And
so now finally, Yusuf Tanku.
Yes, so good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, sir, for the opportunity to speak. I want to say a big thank you to our panelists. Really, they are empowering us with knowledge and skills that we need in this 21st century as teachers. My question is about the use of AI. Like the speaker, the doctor talked about in Australia, where they came up with like rules on how students can use AI. I would like him to share with us some of those rules and guidelines that are established for the usage of AI by students, so that if we can be able to use them and then be able to apply some of these skills in our own context here. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. Like I said, we have we have several, our team on the background, they have collated all sorts of questions that we may need to send to you offline. Definitely we will get back to them with your answers. So, but because of time, I want our panelists to respond to any of them that relate to them, while we give them 2 minutes to give us their final thoughts. Dr. Olumide.
Thank you very much for that question, especially the last question about the rules of AI. Well, I may not be able to divulge what the rules are because it's an institutional property, but it is important that each institution of higher learning in Nigeria or in Africa, with the use of AI, if they don't have a boundary, then they may not have that opportunity to help the student to use these two very well. So there should be a policy of what and what not AI can be used to do. So it's going to be an institutional thing. So for my own institution, we develop that, we develop it for research students. So those students who are doing research, they can't just put information or data into AI and then just generate anything and bring it and submit. Meanwhile, we have the software that will detect all those things. So there's no problem on that part, but then if you put that student into trouble, they may lose their candidature, they may lose their studentship if caught doing that. But if there's no policy on ground, you suddenly, maybe apprehend a student for using AI, then what is the justification for arresting that or apprehending that student? Because there is no policy on ground of what it can be used for and what it cannot be used for. So my own advocacy to everyone who are educators or from higher institution of learning here is there should be institutional policy on what students can use AI for and what they cannot use it for, including lecturers, including everyone, both teaching and non-teaching staff. There should be a policy on ground that will help them to use it more ethically and also to use it responsibly. Thank you.
Thank you. We are coming back to you to give us your final take, Dr. Felix. So what questions are you responding in?
Well, I think most of those were rather comments and then they were asking about your programs, but I saw a couple of questions in the chat. Somebody asked, what are the steps to being digitally literate? I think the fact speaks for itself. Beyond knowing how to use the computer, knowing how to use online resources to solve problems in your area, to do the things that you need to do. I was looking at a couple of websites. W3 Schools has a number of basic training that you can, you can learn how to use various resources. And then there's this other website that I'll share with Dr. Akande, the North Star, that provides some basic digital literacy lessons for school teachers so that they can, empower themselves. Again, it's beyond just knowing how to use it, just knowing how to, you are not a scribe, you're not a typist, but you are knowing how to use it to solve the specific problems in your own area. That's the way I see it. Now, I'd like to comment also on the guidelines and policies. I'm aware that NOUN has a set of guidelines for students, which has been rolled out recently in the last few months. So I think that's for those who are non-students, and if there are students from other places as well. As Dr. Olumide said, your institutions will also have institution-specific guidelines on the use of AI for solving problems and for submitting written or assignments. Thank you.
All right, thank you for that. Mr. Isaac, is there anyone you are responding to?
Yes, thank you so much. I want to start with the one that made an observation about lack of teachers back home. I believe that the reason why teachers are leaving Nigeria is because of they want a better life, so they move to places where they are paid well. So if you have such kind of opportunity, I mean, you're not going to find yourself remaining back home where you don't have that kind of opportunity. That is the reason. For example, here where I am in Cambodia, teachers are among the highest paid, highest paid here. So tell me, which teacher would like to leave this country to go to another country to go and teach when that person can get the same amount of money or the same opportunity would have gotten outside? So I believe that government can do better in that aspect to be able to keep our teachers back. Now, going to the next question, which talked about the trainings for AIs. I just want to tell you one thing. Go to Google and search AI for educators. I was opportune to, add that certificate to what I have right now. And I will tell you that it is very, very informative. Go and study it. You will be able to know what AI is, how AI was developed, how you can use it, and even the right prompts to give to it. Because someone was asking about the rules in using AI. You can use AI for your day-to-day activities, even during your assignments. But the thing is,
thank you. Because of our time.
Okay, thank you.
Because of our
Okay,
time.
thank you,
I don't know. Rosemary, are you still here? No. Now, Dr. Odeyemi, please, you have complete 3-4 minutes. Give us your final takes. Look at us from the head to the toe. Give us your final takes and what will be your advice to all participants and all the Nigerian teachers, educators, administrators generally. You have 4 minutes for your final, 3 minutes for your final stick.
All right, thank you very much. I will not even spend up to that. What I would just say is just be curious to know the right thing and to do the right thing. When you are curious to know the right thing, to do the right thing at the right time, then opportunity will come. But most time people don't prepare for opportunity. They rather wait for opportunity to arrive and then they just start running here and there to get that opportunity utilized. So the second take is prepare for opportunity. And when opportunity comes, definitely you will identify it. But if we don't prepare for opportunity, then we're not helping ourselves. So we should keep developing ourselves, acquire the skills. Even when I would rather acquire a skill and I don't use it than for me not to acquire a skill and I need that skill to use. So acquire the skill, be digitally literate, know how to use all these tools positively, and then opportunity will come and you are able to make use of it easily. Thank you.
Thank you. God bless you for that charge. Prepare yourself. There is no other time other than you preparing. Dr. Felix, please, you have 3 minutes. Give us, just examine everything we have been discussing now. Give us your final step. What can we take home from this?
Yes, I'll repeat something I said earlier, that the technology will not take over our jobs, it will not take over our lives, but those who use it will be better positioned for the future. And the most dominant technology right now is AI. So those who use AI would be better positioned for the future. And we need to just keep learning, to keep developing ourselves. We need to learn as if we're going to live forever. Learn as if we're going to live. We're not going to live forever, but we learn as if, just curiosity is a very important tool for me anyway. So I believe that one must always be curious and think of every issue as a problem that needs to be solved. And then if you are not ready to invest in yourself, you will always be subservient to people who are willing to invest in themselves. Thank you.
If you don't develop yourself, you will serve those who are developing themselves or those who develop themselves. That is very big. I repeat, if you don't develop yourself, you will serve those who develop themselves. That is a very big word. I choose 2 minutes, your state. Unmute yourself. You are still muted.
Okay. Yes, thank you. I want to end by saying that AI is not a disruption. It is an opportunity. To harness it effectively, you need to embrace AI, but maintain the human touch. Invest in AI training for teachers and students. Encourage curiosity, creativity, and ethical AI literacy. Students must shape AI, not be shaped by it. To my fellow educators, AI will not replace us. It will redefine us. The question is, how ready are we to guide this transformation rather than react to it? Education must remain a space for curiosity, creativity, and innovation. So I end by saying powered by AI, but led by educators and learners. Thank you so much.
Dr. Odeyemi, from comments, everyone are saying you have given your word that they are looking up towards one day you will say you are ready, because they are saying they are ready for you. Carissa, over to you. Thank to appreciate our panelists before we call for vote of thanks.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rotimi Akonde. I want to use this opportunity to also thank our panelists. We have listened to you so very warmly and aptly. Everything that has been communicated today boils down to one thing, and that is we need to develop ourselves. Whether we need the skill for now or in the future, the important thing is to develop ourselves so that we will prepare when that skill is needed. Thank you so much, Dr. Olumide. Thank you so much, Dr. Felix. Thank you so much, Dr. Isaac. And thank you so much, Rosemary, Udo-Imeh. We really enjoyed all that you said today. And we want to also reiterate that all the powerful insights that you shared, we have them here at the Center for School Innovation and Strategic Studies. You have told us to go and develop ourselves, and it is clear that as education evolves, so must we. So, and that's why we are excited to offer something practical and actionable for everyone here. At CSISS, we've developed a range of short, high-impact certification courses. They are designed to help every one of us, whether as educators or researchers or learners, lifelong learners, to stay ahead in this innovative-driven world. So if you are looking up to upskilling, so that's to upskill in AI in education, or explore strategic teaching methods, or even boost your digital literacy, in terms of digital intelligence, like some questions responded to by Dr. Felix, there's a course here for you. And all our programs, like one of our guests asked, all our programs are fully online and they are self-paced. So you don't need to worry. If you want to do it within a month, within 6 months, just self-paced, and they are certification-based. Yes, these are authentic certificates. So you can learn on your own time and apply it right away. To learn more or register, just visit our website, https://CSISSglobal.org, to explore the courses and start your learning journey today. So I implore you to seize this opportunity to position yourself for the future. The link is also shared in that. Do that right away. So let this conference be the spark and your learning journey to the next step forward.
Before we move, thank you. Before we move to vote of thanks, Prof, I don't know if you are still, I can see him. Prof, if you have 1 or 2 things to say to close this training. Prof, sir. Okay, why, if you can, I saw him now. Okay, all right. Both of we are coming to the end of this conference. So definitely we give back to you. We have gotten your contact and all information we will relate to you. Ms. Engineer Kolawole, can you come on board and share the vote of thanks?
Thank you very much, Dr. Odeyemi. I appreciate everyone also that had come and joined this program. Imagine he called me engineer Kolawole. Yes, I'm an engineer, but I discovered that in teaching, there is much to gain and there's much to learn because things are really changing. So good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of the Center for School Innovation and Strategic Studies, CSISS, I express our heartfelt appreciation to all of you who joined us for the CSISS Global Online Conference 2025. First, we sincerely thank our special guest of honor, Professor Odeyemi, the Vice Chancellor of Western University, Igbo from Nigeria, for honoring us with your distinguished presence and inspiring support. To our incredible panelists, Dr. Olumide Odeyemi from Australia, Dr. Felix.
All right. I think so. He's appreciating everyone. Dr. Odeyemi, we thank you. We cannot just thank you enough. I can assure you on behalf of everyone here, we thank you. So we thank you for your presence. God bless you. Dr. Felix, well, thank you for always being there for us. We thank God for your life. I thank you for your support. We are grateful. Mr. Isaac Choose, we also thank you for your support. Thank you, everyone, all our international delegates. We thank you for your support. Thank you for your mobilization. Thank you for I was surprised that most of you are taking lead in even registering for these programs. It's very amazing. Inquiries are coming from that side. It shows that we are encouraged by that. And finally, we also open for partnership. We are open for partnership, innovators, and any capacities you can reach out to us. So we thank you all for your time, all the attendees. So all the questions, like we promised, we will get back to you. We will send all questions to appropriate quarters where necessary. So thank you all. Carissa, over to you as we end the whole thing.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Carissa.
Thank you, sir.
Your final departing word.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
I really appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you all.
Really appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you.
God bless and honor you, sir.
How much?
I really appreciate that I was able to be part of it.
I'm so happy to be part of
We are grateful.
God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
God bless you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone.
you, everyone. God bless
all our
you.
panelists for your
Thank you, Dr.
and if today's session has sparked
Thank you,
ideas for you
Thank you.
of your growth,
Thank you,
now is the perfect time to
everyone.
take it
Thank you
further.
all the
Science
coordinators,
education
all the
courses are designed to help you
participants.
build
Thank
future-ready
you.
skills in areas like AI in education, innovative teaching, and
We need
digital
more of
literacy,
this in future.
all at your own pace. So kindly visit our
So
website and explore
the,
the courses there
the
and start
network
your learning journey. Thank you so much for attending.
Thank you so much, man. God bless you, man.
Welcome.
Thank you. Dr. Kode, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Everyone.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, sir. We are grateful. God
Really
bless you, sir.
appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank
I appreciate
Thank
it,
you
sir.
so much. Our best facilitator.
Thank you, Mrs. Kalisa.
Do your correction and check the ones if you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Kande.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for the program. Thank you.
Dr. Kande, thank you, sir.
We are so grateful, sir.
Isaac, thank you so much for impactful lectures today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
When do you leave and close the one by one, people will be leaving.
We need to develop ourselves when that skill is needed for us to take advantage. Until when the skill is needed for us to take advantage of it.